Well, if that don't serve you right, you dozy old git, I don't know what don't. You tosser. Try to go with a big one there across the corner, what a brat. What stupid prat, what a barrier, right in the way where you want to go and chop the corner off. I'm actually surprised I got in the top 3 in this car. Normally in P1s you can't keep up with them. The opposition might be a bit on the old woman's side, I reckon. These F1 GTRs are a lot better top speed, but you can't lap anywhere near as good as P1 of them. Good evening everyone, by the way. Yeah, I'll be jumping probably into the Atom in a minute. I'm just going to do a few laps. I might do obviously you can only do Brands and Silverstone. I mean, I don't need the racing dollars obviously, and I don't really need the gold much anymore either, but I thought, because I'm not really playing the game much these days apart from the special event things, but I thought I'd just do a streaming for an hour. And when I started I'd only done one race in that was earlier on today, the MP4X. Done endurance at Silverstone in that, but then put it into service. That was the only race I'd done, and I think I'd only done about 35 kilometres or whatever it was. But I was just interested to see the team positions, how many actual teams were in it. Now I'm the only person in this team, by the way, and I'd done whatever it was, 38 kilometres in that MP4X. It was the only thing I'd done in it, and I was at position 15,000. So I just thought, if I race for maybe an hour, I just wanted to see how far up in the world you can get. Bear in mind it's only just me on my own. In an hour, would I get in the top, say top 2,000 just for 1 hour's driving? There's so many, when you look at a lot of those teams, because sometimes it will say, if I only really do the top speed teams, that's about all I do really, but if I come out of that at the end of it and then it will say join a team. Now because my Google Plus doesn't link with anybody still, I see them on the game over, but they don't show up on my leaderboard, so quite often I don't see them on the game itself either. It's a bit hit and miss really when they turn up, but it's certainly not like when they were all linked properly like they were. I've rattled on and I don't know what I was on about now. Something wrong about leaving the race teams. Oh yeah, so when you've got, if you've got linked with lots of people and stuff, then you'll get the opportunity of seeing other people, and it will say join this team because you've got them in your Google Plus or Facebook or Game Centre or whatever it is. I'll try and wipe them out the other side this time. Or he might have me though, or he might not. So you get recommended teams, but because I haven't got anybody linked anymore, I have the just like the normal public teams. And when you look at all them teams, turn that thing off a minute. When you look at the normal public teams, you look at them, everyone's like a level, something stupid like level 15 or whatever, and no one races anything, you know, no one puts any effort into it whatsoever. You'll see a whole team full of you know, if it's a top speed, say last time, no scores registered, or distance, laps, whatever, no score. There's so many teams, so I don't think it'd be that hard on your own even to get in the top 2,000. Not that I need to or anything, I just thought I'd just do it for now, just to see where it takes me. So anyway, 15,000, I've done a couple of laps in them McLarens. So I've gone up to 7,000 just through doing next to bugger all, really. Well, where was this? Master, wasn't it? That is a nightmare to drive this thing, isn't it? Can anyone think of an endurance or something? Maybe an endurance at, or say like a good long race at Brands. I wouldn't mind doing like a 10 napper at Brands or something. I don't really want to do Silverstone all the time. Speed record ain't worth doing, is it? Cup, how many is that? 4. I might chuck it in the I might go in the little expo to start with. Oh, hang on, that is British, isn't it? Sure is. I think all 4 of these are British, aren't they? These open wheelers. Oh, I missed that now. Expo, who makes Expo? Right, can't use that. There's no flags. I don't actually know who makes the Expo. Well, that's KTM, but where do they come from? Because you get KTM motorbikes, don't you? I've got no idea where they come from. Look up DSC off in race teams. What's that in? Right, let's go in here. While he's looking at that, I'll go in this beast of a thing. This is a nightmare. Drive this car, isn't it? I don't really want to do Brands in High Tech Legends because I've used both of the McLarens and they're both in the red now. Yeah, I know it's not UK, but where is it built, the Expo? Because I know the that KTM, they definitely make motorbikes. Now I would have thought KTM would have been either Italian or I would have thought they'd been Italian, because the motorbikes seem to be made in either Italy or Japan, it seems to me, and obviously Britain, but not so many in Britain anymore. But these days most of them seem to be Japan and Italy, so I would have thought KTM might have been one of them. Oh, lovely, you can do a proper bit of skidding in the Gal. I bet this is great to drive in real life, this thing. Hey, is that you? Is that the boy wonder? Gotta be him, innit? I'll behave myself with him today. Oh no, what happened there? Oh, I didn't really want to do that today. Well, you've been and gone, have you, already? Lightweight? There's something about Tylo's car. Every time I see his car, it seems to insist on chucking itself in front of me and going across my bonnet. I don't know what it is about it. Got like a death wish or something, his car. What's the other views like? Not really a lot different, that one, is it? Do you know, every time I see this view in his car, it looks to me like it's a dad taking his car and he's got his little kid with him, sitting. The dad's driving on the right and he's got his little kid with him on the left, taking him out and scare the life out of him in his car. Come on, son, take your little trip on a Sunday. And you throw him around Silverstone at 200 mile an hour, sort him up. That Russian name there behind me, I did actually look up how you translate the Russian names, but I've forgotten what it was now. Anyway, his name, whoever that is behind me, there's one of them who posts on Google Plus all the time, and he must do about 20 posts at least every single day with like progress and cars he's customised and stuff. That boy really loves the game. Nice to see. Reminds me of me a few years ago when I was just a lad. That baseball that you all like in America, in Britain, we play that game. Similar game anyway. We call it rounders. And it's a game that you play when you're at school up until you're about 12 or 13. It's the same as baseball, but we don't wear crash helmets and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure that's probably... But anyway, it's a very similar game. You've got that old bat in the middle, that old bat, and you give it a good wallop and you go charging round in circles as far as you can get. Funny how some countries, certain games seem to be really popular, and in other other countries they're not really that popular. And like in America, like football, and there is no other word for it, so don't start spouting that stupid S word. Football is definitely a man's game. Virtually across the whole world except America, where they call it that stupid name. And it's more really of a woman's sport. It's funny how it's like that. Yeah, here we don't play basketball either. Very rarely anyway. The girls play volleyball, which is exactly the same thing. chucking a ball in the net. That is one game I don't understand why anybody gets excited about. That has got to be as boring as cricket, that basketball. There's about 300 people in a court. Oh, that was a shame. There's about 300 people on a court no bigger than a pool table. They're all at least 7'6" each, chucking a stupid big ball in a net that they can actually reach and put their hand in it anyway. What is the point of that? I don't get that at all. Get yourself a proper sport. So the true global sports, really, America really are letting the rest of the world down with not playing football. Because football is got to be the biggest passionate sport globally, except really in America and maybe places like India and Pakistan are probably the only other two countries it's not like proper national sport in. Well, actually Australia maybe, not them either. They like that funny Australian rules football, and I suppose they're more into rugby, aren't they? I knew it'd be some idiot having that stupid swear word coming up on there. Angelic. You ain't angelic at all. You are the devil itself using that swear word. Yeah, but is motor racing global? Can you imagine they're having a Formula 1 Grand Prix of Pakistan or Libya, Egypt, Morocco? Probably not, but football's played everywhere like that. Angelic. Go and wash your mouth out with soap and water. $4,700. Right, where's the let me have a look through this chatty thing here. Where is a decent race I can go on brands, endurance or something? I did watch the Formula 1 race, yeah, I watched all of it and it was brilliant. That was the best. In fact, the Formula 1 races, I normally watch them a little bit before the start, and then I'll watch maybe the first 5 or 6 laps, and then it quite often just seems to it just seems to be a bit of a procession quite often. But there was something about yesterday's that looked brilliant, and it remained brilliant all the way through. It's almost like a film, really. I don't care if your name's Victoria, Angelic, whatever it is, you are using a terrible, terrible word. That word is the worst word on the planet. It is disgraceful that it's even allowed to be called a word. Where was I going? What have we got here? Did you talk about American football? I got here when you started talking about football. No, I didn't say anything about American football, because all that is rugby for girls. They weigh, them American footballers, they weigh about whatever. So again, they use that stupid thing, pounds, for some unknown reason. And pounds is a bit of an odd thing because I don't understand it. Like a big fat bloke here, actually a big bloke would weigh say 20 stone. A fat bloke would weigh 30 stone, 25 stone upwards. But they use pounds. I've got no idea what pounds are. Actually, it's going to say a bit slower. I thought it was nice actually, that GT3, if there's that Aston GT3. If that's knocking about doing something. Yeah, they weigh, so American footballers weigh about 30 stone. But about a third of that is padding. Bloody great big bunch of puffs. Sort yourself out, boys. Get that bloody padding off and take them old mouth guards out, and then see how tough you are then. Lotus, Caterham. Right, that is quite a nice car. The Vantage. Hello, Super Minecrafter. I've completed the whole game. What have you completed the whole game of? Have you completed the whole game of Minecraft? Or Real Racing 3? Cut Brands Hatch. How many laps? 5. I'm toying with whether to customise this thing again, because I haven't done this for a while, this car. But when you get them customised, you don't really know whether to mess about with them again. Going in, Super Minecrafter, what game have you completed? Brands Hatch. Yeah, I know you've completed it, but what have you completed? I've completed the whole game of Minecraft and Real Racing 3. Do I believe you or not? That's the question. Minecraft, I wouldn't know because I don't play it. It looks stupid. But millions of people do play it. Don't know why they play it, but millions of people do seem to play it. But have you completed Real Racing 3? I have completed it a couple of times, but I have lived on the game for 4 years. And I don't know your name, and as daft as this might sound, the people who have been playing this for a long time, I have at some point come in contact with them, and majority of the time argued with them, told them what a brat or a dickhead they are, and then fell out of them and never spoke to them again. But I don't know your name. I have argued, and the thing is, because I've played it a long time, a lot of people will say to me certain things like, oh, I don't know, certain things they claim that they've been playing a long time or whatever, and I know they're coming out of a load of old shit. Whereas a lot of people say, oh yeah, really, oh well done. I don't, I say, no you ain't, you're lying. And then consequently it ends up with a bit of an argument, and then you have words and stuff, and then you fall that you don't never speak to them again. But I don't like people that come out with shit all the time. I mean, I'm pretty good at coming out with shit. I don't see, so if I do it, I don't see really why I should put anyone else doing it. I've got enough. All for myself. This is a really nice car if you haven't got it. Inside's a bit pants, but I can't see a thing really. Like all the Astons really. Well, listen to that engine. Stop talking, listen to that engine. Isaiah, when did you get here? So you confused me, and I didn't. Normally it comes up with Isaiah, but now you've got IJR Racing because of your new YouTube channel for Real Racing 3. So if any of you want to check him out, check him out. He's only just started doing YouTube channels, his YouTube channel anyway, but it's a good one. Same as Tylo Ren, he's got one as well. So if you want to listen to somebody who's a bit more, not such an old fart like me, then if you want somebody who's obviously younger and right into the game, then Tylo Ren or IJR Racing. So many YouTube channels now doing Real Racing 3, there's thousands of them. Well, if you're level 152, then you have not a cat in hell's chance to finish this game. So you're talking cobblers. I knew you would be. And I don't want to be nasty or anything, but you're talking shit. See, G-Hammer. Now you're going a lot. Level 312. No, not a beginner for you then. You're a pretty high class level player. By the time you definitely get to level 312, I mean, you do know everything in this game. Well, virtually everything anyway. It's like a lot of things with this game. I mean, now and again, not very often, but now and again I will have, you know, so I'll do something, or not normally people tell me stuff, but normally I'll end up messing a corner up and I think, oh hang on, that's actually better than what I always do it. Or I might accidentally hit a button on the game and think, and it'll take you somewhere and think, well, I've never seen that before. So you sort of, I don't think you probably ever know everything, but you do get to certainly get to know a bit more all the time. But by 300 you know everything really. Guru, I've noticed you've got a tough competition with Ray Hon on YouTube, aka DJ Disco Dude. I ain't got no competition with anybody. I honestly don't really care if I've got 5 subscribers or whatever I've got, 15, 13, 15, 18, somewhere around there anyway. That it makes no difference whatsoever how many subscribers you got. None whatsoever. Thing is, I think what happens is a lot of people what do you call it? There's most people watch YouTube for Real Racing 3 for when the special events come out, and they want to see what the next stage is. Now, if they bring it out, wherever they bring it out, local time will get the most views, provided they've got quite a few subscribers already. So if you've got if that comes out at say 11 o'clock at night here, then I can get on the stage 2 obviously an hour later, so I'll be much quicker than anybody else, so I'll get the most views. If it comes out at midnight here or 1 o'clock in the morning here, stage 2 don't open for 23 hours, so I'll probably get the least amount of viewers. That's sort of really how it works. Most people don't really subscribe to you to watch all the time anyway. They just bit of information stuff really. That's what we all subscribe to people for, isn't it? I can't remember if this Lotus thing's any good. I don't know if it's a grippy little thing or a skiddy little thing, I can't remember. On company level 204, 159 gold, 10 million racing doors, just over 1200 gold. No, yeah, you can definitely finish it, Josh. You can definitely finish it. Thing is, with the cars, have become. I didn't see what the target was. The cars have become. Once you get up to a certain, get that boxing German thing out of the way. When you get to a certain level, I don't know if it's even a certain level. Anyway, at some point in your game, the cars become collection pieces rather than you need them to carry on with your career. You can definitely. I think it's a lot easier now. Now, especially with the race teams, if you are able and willing to put in a good old shift now and again when the race teams are on for the right one, there is lots and lots and lots of gold to be had these days. Without race teams, I never, ever, ever would have finished this game. Never. But now, especially with the race teams and also the other things, you know, just the daily login now, I think you must get over 100 gold a month now just for logging in every day. You ain't even got a race. But even that sort of thing, just logging in every day, they never used to give you all that. So with that plus, you know, I know we get a lot of new cars and stuff, but you know, you then get the series to go with them, so you can get a lot of your gold back that way, and then don't go past all this lot. So you get gold back that way, and in the race teams you can earn plenty in the race teams. I've had it loads of times now. I've done solo event and got 500 gold for just racing, you know, for one day, but putting in a bit of a decent shift, and I've got 500 gold for one day. So it, you know, it's well doable now. Where the bloody hell you been? Yeah, that yeah, but even before that, even before I got that elite racer thing, whatever it was, they never used to do that daily login thing for just give you gold, just giving it away. They never used to do all that. They definitely you get opportunities to get many times more gold these days than when I started. But some of it you have got, you know, you have got to work for. That's like the weekly times roll. That's another thing. I mean, that's easy 100 gold a week. And then they did it when they gave away them free Formula E car things. When they gave them away, they raised the weekly time trial for if you hit A to 600 gold. So I spent a bit more time on it, and I made Group A for 5 weeks on the trot, whatever it was on for. Then they knocked it back down again, so I've scrubbed that and just gone back to B again. But you know, there are opportunities to earn good gold if you put a bit more effort in, if you're able to, if you can, you know. Right, I've not been taking any notice what I'm doing here whatsoever. Don't even know what circuit layout I'm on. What is this? International by the look at it. Well, I'm not even going to make this. Well, I'm not even going to make third. Where's that bloke who said he completed the game? Where's he gone? Chinese bloke. Why did that not go up? I didn't get anything for that, did I? Oh, story. I'm a developer. Everyone says that. I'm a developer. No, you ain't. You're an hacker, mate. Just admit it. And they all seem to play that Minecraft, don't they? Oh. Can I get him? You can if you nip across that old corner. Go on, son. Get over. Don't worry about it. No one's looking. Yeah, that weekly time trial thing, I mean, I can get into B now. As I said, I've been into A several times now, so I know I can do A. It was just a bit more odd, not hard work, but just a bit more effort really. I mean, I don't really like putting effort in. As I drive around, most of the time I don't even look where I'm going. I'm looking at the chat, or obviously if I'm not streaming, then I'll be looking out the window or something or other, or talking to my missus. And half the time I forget I'm even playing the game anyway. No concentration levels whatsoever, so time trials aren't actually very good for me. But getting in a B is pretty easy, I would say, if you've got some decent cars. In fact, it's very easy for almost anybody. If you've got the cars, then it's all about the cars really, rather than the drivers anyway. Ah, you just missed what we've been talking about then, Andrew. It's not pay to win. I have never spent a penny on this game. Nothing. No, I'm lying. I spent £3, £3, or $3 or $4 if you like. Quite near the beginning, probably after I've been playing it for about a year, because I used to get every race. Start at this race now, the next one, I'd then get I'd have to watch an advert, and then if you service it, you get an advert. The next race would start, you get an advert, and I paid £3 to get rid of the adverts between races. Does that'd be interesting? Does that still happen for those of you who haven't paid the £3 to get rid of all them adverts? I don't actually know, because it must be 3 years since I've had them. But for those of you who haven't paid the £3, do you get adverts between races and stuff? Yeah, CG Hammer, you're as bad as me. Look at the clouds, or look at other cars, or look at the trees, but through doing that, because every now and again on the updates that they do, they will sneak in, maybe, so like along the main straight at Le Mans, for argument's sake, the trees, what you see all the time, they might sometimes add more trees in, so you can see the trees look more dense, and you notice that because you're always looking around. I don't do it very often, but every now and again you'll think to yourself, it might even be something daft, like there might be a street sign or a red car. You think, well, that weren't there before. The ads happen, some of you won't see this because this is on Twitch. Skyplane export. The ads happen when the app gets notified 20% battery. So the ads are, I mean, because when I paid to get rid of them, and I say this was, it must be at least 3 years ago, every race you did, at the end of each race, before you then could even get out of that to look for the next one, you'd have to watch an advert. then you do that, right? Even and if you're going through like a series and you do something like so like you do an autocross. You do an autocross and it takes you 20 seconds. You then go off of that, and then the next one in the tier is a speed snap. We have to watch an advert after the autocross, then after speed snap you get another advert, and it used to drive me out of the wall. Ah, so I should claim my money back then, get me £3 money back if I've been had over like that. McLaren F1. Right, that other one just now was the international, weren't it? Here's the trouble, bro. Let's have a look how far I've moved up anyway. Right, so I was 15,000. I think I went to about 8,000 last time I looked. Where am I now? Yeah, not exactly a lot quicker, is it? So 6,000, so that's pretty shit, isn't it? What's the prizes? 6,000. So at the moment I will get 200,000 racing dollars, which no use to me whatsoever. No use to me at all. What's that saying? Finishing later. Right, so we're quite a long way behind all of them. But so I only do, and now I'll probably go around each track maybe 3 or 4 times, and then that'll do then. Well, if that you get the flag. Oh, I don't get the flag no more, do you? Tell you what, skip the eating time sounds a lot better than skip the waiting time, don't it? Bentley Continental. Whoa, that's going to be a bit ropey driving that thing, isn't it? Big old bus. How many laps is that? 4. This is going to take about 2 hours in this bleeding thing. Oh, you could have the Vanquish though. But it's rude not to take the old stately home out for a couple of laps, is it? It's another car, you can't really customise this thing. It's just, you can't really do a lot with it, can you? I've had it like that for a while now. I'll just call chives and I'll sit in the old back, pour myself a glass of champers, and let that boy take me for 4 laps around Silverstone. And if I spill any of the champers, chives is going to get the sack. Question there on Twitch. Guru, I know this is an awkward request, but do you mind if you scroll through the Elite series, where's that going? Well, I've got to try and just while I'm scrolling up and down. God, I spilt the champagne there. The reason for this is on my POV it says that a new series is unlocked, but I can't seem to find it. It's not going to show me that same thing on mine, Skyplane X, because I've already completed all of it, I think, virtually. I think I've got 1 or 2 races just to finish series off, but I can't actually bother to do it. But it's you're on Elite, your series will be different to mine anyway, because if it's unlocked for you, then only you will see that, so I won't actually be able to help you with that. Who's that girly looking thing? That's got to be a bird's car, isn't it? If that's not a bird's car, you need to have a serious word with yourself. Yeah, no way, come on. Women drivers. Who have we got up here then? We'll scroll that quickly. Right, crash on this little chicane a bit. Black, red and blue, our chats right now. The game's not really been lagging at all much, I don't think. That was my boy and he wanted to have purple. I'll have a serious word with him. Why are you saying that? I've got about 3 pink cars. I'm not partial to a bit of pink, as it happens. There used to be a girl played on here, a little Asian bird. Can't think what her name was now. Probably an hacker like they all are, but she was she used to be in all the Facebook groups for Real Racing for her. I can't remember what her name is. But she used to be pretty fast as well. According to her profile, when you're on Facebook, I know you can't actually be sure who it actually is on Facebook. It might not have been a young Asian girl at all. It might have been some 7'6", 400-pound Russian, for all you know. You don't know. But every car she had was pink. It had her name on the car, but I can't remember what her name was. You know the Force India Formula 1 car. Now I like that livery. You obviously are reading a different chat box to me, because the chat box all I've got is a black box with white writing, and whoever talks, it actually just puts like looks like a heart. Right, you know, like where you're on, quite often there'd be like an avatar and then their name. Well, this chat box I've got here, it's just like a heart and then your name next to it. So I must be seeing a different chat box to what you are. Now speaking of avatars, what is that avatar in front? Because the picture is not very clear. It looks like, it probably ain't, but it looks like a fisherman in one of them yellow overalls or coveralls, whatever they wear, fishermen. And he's coming back from the boat, walking along the road. That's what it looks like to me. The top say left corner looks like water. And he's got a yellow fisherman's thing on, carrying something in his hand, and he's on a road. That's what it looks like. And he is, begins with an M, so I'm going to look him up a minute, see what he is. See what he actually is. EX69. I'll look his team up in a minute. His name begins with an M, see what he looks like. Come on in, fisherman. Well done, Chives. Good man. Took me around nicely there. So there's a good team you could jump into. Position 193, so they are in the gold position. So if you got in there and helped them out a little bit, you would get a percentage of their gold if you need gold. Well, it seems to me a lot of people seem to need racing dollars as much as they do gold. Where was that funny bloke? Here he is. I can't see him now. I was seeing if it was a better avatar on a team, but it's no different. Position 5,600. So where could I possibly get to? So I probably could get into the top 5,000 maybe. Right, so I've got 5,600. So I might chuck that horrible bloody thing round. This pile of crap. I got rid of the customisations on it the other day and I put this funny looking green thing. This is more like a spaceship, isn't it? Guru, look at race teams messages. No, there ain't any messages because I haven't got anybody in it. You only get messages if you've got other people in it. I'm the only person in it. Yeah, I might chop the corners off actually. And I might hire you. And I'll hire you because you're free, so it doesn't actually matter if I win or not. So anyone got any suggestions of videos that I could do that might help people out? Because you sort of I've always done the videos that I really think that some people might benefit from, that they might not know things. That's why I've always done. That's why I set up the Facebook group, and it's really for sort of information more than anything else. I say I did get to, for those you don't know, I got to level 215 roughly, and then quit because I got fed up with the game, and I started again for nothing. But at the time I didn't know you could cloud save, so I thought I'd gone through 200 levels, and had I have known you could use a cloud save, and had I have known you can join groups and stuff, then I would have done it all totally differently. So that's why I then started my YouTube channel and set up the Real Racing Chat Lounge Facebook group and that, so people can share information, because none of that was about when I set it all up. Now there's loads of Facebook groups, there's loads of video, people doing videos and stuff is like really popular, but when I first started doing it, no one was doing anything. But that was the reason I did do it, and then I just sort of my YouTube channels have become a bit like the game, if you like. The game has become about collecting cars, and carrying on doing my YouTube channel was a little bit like collection, really, because I've covered every single event. It's like become a collection that it's hard to sort of stop it at any given point, really. Oh, I don't like this car at all. I think it's horrible. I think I don't like it because it's better than a Formula 1 car, but it's not real. So I like things that are real. Whereas this is like a prototype or whatever. I think it's only better than a Formula 1 car because it ain't real. Doesn't seem as fast as it used to. I don't drive it like an old woman. Pulse test track, dynamic circuit is going to be my vote for worst track. I hate pulse test track, dynamic circuit. Well, I don't like the Monza. What's that little tiny one at Monza called? I don't like that. I find that a particularly boring track, that one. I can't think of the name of it though. Yeah, the worst cars in the game. Oh, I might redo that actually. The top 20 best cars and top 20 worst cars. I was actually thinking of doing with so like the best top 10 cars to maybe customise, or top 10 cars to drive, like the nicest top 10 cars to drive, because that is not the same as the top fastest cars on the game or anything like that. You can do sort of top 10s on loads of things really. Volvox HD, did you delete my comment? I presume the only person who can delete a comment is me, and I can't see a comment. So whatever you put, hang on, sounds sweet, right, that's all I can see. What's in Pro? That MP4 12C. That's a bit of a skiddy old beast, isn't it? Oh, E-Type. Bit of class. Oh, I'll tell you what, is that? What's that nice jag? That would be an Elite, wouldn't it? I can't think of the name of the thing. Another really nice one, it's like the 650 McLaren. It's in with that. Can't remember the name of the car though. It's not the F-Type, it's the other one. Yeah, that's CX-75, I like that. You low-key deleted the comment. It was all in caps. I haven't deleted anything. I've been racing. I don't know what you're on about. Put it back again. If you think it's been deleted, Put it back, because I certainly haven't deleted it. Silverstone National or the International. We ain't done the International, have we? They are both supercars, these. I like both of these. Yeah, Capitals at one point were they were meant to be considered shouting, weren't they? But I must admit, quite often when I type, I accidentally, when I do go for a shift, which is a bit stupid that it's next to the Capitals lock, if you ask me. But sometimes I hit the Capitals lock by mistake, and then I end up saying, you know, whatever. It sounds like you're shouting, but hold on, this has got a Brazil. Oh yeah, it's got a Brazil flag on the top. Who knows what that means on the back of the car? Jaguar is probably my favourite manufacturer of a car. I'd love an old Mark II Jag from sort of 19... I don't know when that was out, probably 1960 something. That's like the most iconic car. That's alongside the E-Type in this country. That's as iconic as the E-Type. Beautiful, beautiful shape. Can you make... Oops. I'm not seeing some of the chat, there's a bit. Can you make an Apple ID, upload your save to the cloud, and give out the... email password? Ha! You got no chance. Why would I give out my game to anybody else? Or you know, I wasn't even looking at the track there. I just looked up at the screen and I just saw I just missed that bridge. No, I'm playing on Android. I've got a Apple ID because I used to play on Apple, so I've got an Apple ID, yeah. But there's not a cat in hell's chance I'm going to give you out my saved game. No, not a cat in hell's chance. Got more chance of a Scottish bloke buying a round of drinks. Or an Indian supporting Pakistan in the Cricket World Cup final. I've missed something over here again. GT player, I want the money. Why would you want my saved game anyway? You mean you're too lazy to go and do it yourself? Thing is, if you get it all, I mean that's really not much different to hacking, is it? The beauty of this game is earning all your cars and then earning enough credit so you can customise them a bit at a time. You might think, look at your balance and you think, should I buy that car? You think, I can't really afford that car, but I'll buy some numbers and some shapes, and then spend, you know, a good bit of time customising the car, and then then you have to do more races and race teams and stuff, get more gold and more racing dollars than you might be able to afford. I don't know, paint or something or other. But it's if you don't do all of that, then you know we're all different, I know. But to me, that's what the game is. Oh, it must be midnight. To me, that's what the game is. It's all about earning and then, you know, looking forward to saving up to buying your next car. Just somebody giving it to you all to me that it just doesn't compute. It just doesn't compute. It's quite weird. GT Grand Tour. GT Grand. I'm not offended. Right, I'm missing what he's saying. What's he saying? GT Tour. He wants the money. I want the money. Yeah, got the Three Stooges in here, I just noticed. Anthony, Tylo and Ivan. Known as the Three Musketeers or the Three Stooges. 3 men in a boat. Right, GT Grand Tour. I can't think what Great GT Grand Tour is. Is it in here? Oh dear. When you've GT1 Grand Tour? You can't do GT Grand Tour because there's no British racing in it, is there? What about the new Bugatti Chiron? That must be on the game soon, I would think. And the Aston Martin Valkyrie, you might pronounce it differently, but that's how we pronounce it here. Valkyrie, that could well come in. So many cars that they could put on. Grand Adventure. Help you out in what way do you mean? Global GT Clash. I saw that was an era and all, wasn't it? Ah, I don't think I'll get everyone's comments here, because Isaiah said I didn't want to know if I came off rude, but I can't see what he said to anybody else before. Volvox, look at my last comment. Where's your last comment? Can you make videos on tips on driving? I hate always losing. I need your help. Can you make videos teaching us how to upgrade and save? I've already got videos on how to save and restore. If you look at my videos for the best farming races in the game, best paying races in the game, I've got a few videos on that as well, starting I think from pro level. Turn that thing off. Driving, like anything really, a lot of it is about practice. That's what a lot of it's about. And just changing the setup between driving assists. Just, you know, do a couple of laps with putting one assist on at a time and moving the steering sensitivity up and down as well, and seeing how you get on with it. There's so many different ways of doing it, and it's all really very personal. What suits one person might not necessarily suit anybody else. So GT player and Isaiah, are you still having a punch up or something? Because that's what it sort of sounds like. I can't believe Isaiah would say anything nasty anyway. He's not like that. He's a good lad, that boy. It's got some good lights on this car. That's one thing I always noticed with these R35s. They always seem to have such. Oh, I didn't realise that. That's something I didn't know because I don't use chase views much. I didn't realise that. If we oh balls! This is the 80% fame race, isn't it? Well, I've lost 80% fame for doing this bleeding thing. Yeah, we're talking about we think we know everything, and then sometimes something will turn up. You think, oh, I didn't know that, and I've just had one of them moments. Here, nice bright brake lights. They actually look real. But while you've got the accelerator down, and then you do the brake lights don't come on. I didn't know that. So I know the accelerator will take preference of the brakes, because I quite often if I'm on online multiplayer and I've got someone behind me, and I've done it for years, I'll go along like here and I'll fake that I'm actually going to brake when I'm not going to. So I hit my brake lights quite a lot thinking, aha, he's thinking I'm going to be braking because he's going to see my brake lights. Well, I just realised it don't work anyway. So I've just wasted countless hours of thinking myself I'm tricking him into thinking I'm braking, and it don't work anyway. What? There's another little thing I've found out. Don't like that cockpit view at all. I've also just realised this won't work for the bloody event neither, will it? It's a bleeding Nissan. You know why? Because that whatever this is called, JD Sport or something or other, when you get this car, this is the one that's got a great big massive Union Jack on the top, isn't it? So I'll double cock that up. One, I've lost my 80% fame, which I don't really farm anymore anyway, on a stupid track, and on a stupid track that don't count anyway. Dear oh dear oh dear. Can you get any thicker? But I did find something out, so it's all good. Oh, so now I look up and Tyler Wren says the GTR won't work for the special event. Well, that was a bit of a oh, do you know, I'm still going to go in that again. British team for these GTR. See, I thought that, I'm sure when you very first got that thing, I'm sure it had a massive big, maybe it's a British team, but it's obviously, I know it's a Japanese car, but maybe it was a British team driving a Japanese car then. Let's have a look. Official. Oh, I can't even look at it. Oh, so you get a choice of a British or a German. I can't look at it. If I look at it, then I'm going to lose all my customisations on it, and I don't really want to do that one again yet. Yeah, the letters. What I might do with the letters, I might do the because there's no as we all know, there's only capital letters that you can use on Oh, where is that? Where's that car? We only get capital letters, and it would be nice. I don't understand really what when you can do it, because if you like customising like I do, not a lot of us do, you can't get lowercase letters. I don't understand on that when you go to letters why you can't just press like a button and they change the lowercase. Because so many companies and that you want to put on the cars have got lowercase letters on them, haven't they? That needs doing again. That is hideous, that thing. Now I did one. I can't remember what car it was. I think that was one of the American things. One of them Shelbys, or might have been a Shelby. It was one of them. Was it that thing? No. It was one of these. Sure, it was one of the Shelbys I did the FedEx on, but that being on with a lowercase, you've got to make them rather than do them. I wouldn't let him into our local. No good, that bloke, Anthony. No good at all. Get shot of him. Yeah, it'll all end in tears, you know full well it will. No. Where is this car? Oh, hang on, it might have been a Dodge as it happens. I think it was one of them Vipers. I think it was one of them Viper things. Was it that thing? Yeah, so see like that, where you've got the E for the Fed expert. Actually, you've got the E and the D, ain't you? But that sort of thing would obviously look better if you could choose lowercase letters, but obviously you can't, so you've got to make them up. But doing a video on lowercase letters might be useful, I suppose. But some of them are actually quite hard. Roadmasters gives a 22-mile race. Roadmasters, is that not Pro-Am? Or Pro or something? That's right at the beginning, isn't it? Roadmasters. It's in here, isn't it? No. Pro-Am Pro. I knew it was in Group A, isn't it? It's in the first one. Amateur, is it? I'm actually missing not driving a NASCARs. I like NASCARs. Pro. What is it? Roadmasters. I must have missed it in Pro-Am then, did I? Roadmasters. Where's this Roadmasters in? I can't find it. Right, you lot all pulling my plunker or something. I don't even Roadmasters. I'm not even sure I even recognise the name Roadmasters. Who's got perfect stripes? Best way I always find to get in the straight stripes is, obviously if you use a stripe, they're actually a bit harder I think to get straight, but if you do a using a square or whatever, then I always line it up, because every car in this game has got an emblem on the front and normally an emblem on the boot, or the trunk as some of you might call it. And then so if you then line it up bang in the middle of the emblem and then check it round the back on the trunk, if it is then dead square on both of them, then that's square. So if it's wonky one side, you might have to just tilt it slightly. So get it straight first and then move it over from there. That's the way I always do it. Where have I gone? Elite. Lamborghini, Shelby, Grand Adventure, Roadmasters. There is a Roadmasters. So I told you you weren't lying. I wonder if I've got any of these 22-mile race. Where's that in? Well, it definitely ain't that. Cup Silverstone. 7. Right, so that how many have I used up on here? That looks like I've probably used quite a lot of stripes on now, I think. Right, that'll do. So this one, I was going to cover it up. Right, I'm going to cover that up without whoever asked about the stripes. So on here, you've got this badge on the front saying McLaren, and on the back you've got McLaren, or you've got like the brake light on the spoiler. And the back is always better to do than the front on these. Right, so if you're doing a stripe, the easiest way to do it is just to pick out obviously the opposite colour, go across there, and then obviously where you've got this brake light at the back here, if you go to the middle of that, you can see that. I'll have to make it as big as it will go first. So you can obviously see that somewhere in the middle, that is, turn that off a minute. Right, so when you go across it, you can see that is leaning to the right at the top. So that has obviously got to be moved left. No, that's, I'm going to do it too much. But anyway, that's left. So if I look at that, you can then see that's in the middle of the brake light roughly, but it's going left. And at the front, it's obviously wonky. So I know that now needs to go to the right, and the middle of that is somewhere around there maybe. Right, so that's obviously a lot straighter, but it's not quite in the middle, so it needs to be moved over a little bit. Now it's sort of central, and in the middle there, it's sort of leaning. It wants to go to the right a bit more, doesn't it? I think I moved that without even trying now. So these days, because most of my cars are fully upgraded, I use the I just use a stripe. But right, so that now you can see now that's pretty straight down the car if you put that there is pretty straight down there. It's about in the middle of the brake light, and there it's going across the middle of the emblem. So you know that he's bang in the centre of the car. So from that point, you then move that over to somewhere else that, you know, on this brake light is you're going to use somewhere else on here now. So if you come in, say, a third on the brake light, and then you just duplicate it, that's going to be exactly the same duplicated, and then move that over to a third without doing it up and down or anything like that, and that should be a pretty straight stripe then. You look down that, it's pretty bang on straight all the way through. That's why I always do it anyway. That says black, but it don't look black, does it? I think that's the easiest way of doing it anyway. I know Maestro Geek, he does it a bit of a different way, and that ain't a bad way either. With that, he does it differently. He does it, actually no, with a, I'll do it with a stripe, because he does it, the way he does it is with a stripe. Wrong one. Right, so stripe, if you add, where'd I go? Right, now what he does, he puts it up, say, there, so we can see that's wonky anyway. You can see, quite plainly see that is piss as a fart, that is. But he uses the mirror. I'll do change it to red. He uses the mirror, and then he lines it up that way. So when it lines up dead straight with each other, which is something like that, he uses that then as a template for a straight through one, and just sort of makes it bigger and uses those lines as a guide. But either way works. So that red one, set that off. Just change that to red for a minute. So that is a, you know, it's another way of doing it. So it's whatever way works for you really. Neither ways are better or worse than the other. It's just, that's just the way it is. I was going to get rid of that, so I've got my vinyls back because I didn't use all of them on that. But this thing, I actually quite like that. Right, we'll have a trip round in the whatever model this was. Is this the one we got free? Is this a, because we got one free. I can't remember if it was this one or the, oh, there's so many models now, isn't there? There was a 675 and I think the other one was a 650 or something. But I can't remember which one we got free. Yeah, I finished every single series. The only two I haven't finished, I've got one race left to do in, a recent one was the 2017 911 RSR. I've got one race left to do in that, and I've had that for ages. And the other one was, what was that? The Mazda 787B. I've got one race left to do in that. It's not that I couldn't do them, the car's not upgraded enough or anything like that. It's just, I've kept both of them two back because I think they're combined, they're worth about 150 gold. So if I need 150 gold, I've got that, you know, in reserve waiting me if I need it. So that's why I haven't finished them. Once we get the well, that's taking a bit of time. We've got another two of the classic Le Mans cars to pick up shortly, haven't we? A series normally takes me, when we get a new series come out, bearing in mind I haven't really got anything else left to do in the game now, I can complete a series in about a day and a half normally. Them limited time series. Oh no, sorry, I see what you're saying about the cake room now. Didn't even do it. Is the answer. It's actually only worth 45 gold. I've already got the car and I've got it fully upgraded, so thinking about it, that probably would have been a good thing to use on this British event, which is probably why they've done it in the first place. I thought you meant about the original series. I actually forgot that was on because I didn't even touch it. Thing is, for this, because the tracks are British that qualify for this, there's probably only 4 or 5 races in there that you could actually do at the most anyway. I would think that's going to count towards it, isn't there? Do you know, on this game, I think I probably get more enjoyment out of customising the cars than I do actually driving them. Driving the cars fast, like going for time trials, is definitely my least favourite part of the game. I do it really for one reason only, and that's getting some gold. But I really enjoy customising the cars. I find it really relaxing, just messing about. Especially if you've got a picture or a video of a car from like YouTube or Google or whatever. If you see a nice car on there, then so like when we got that new Mazda thing came out. When I've done a Google search of it, somebody was saying about the orange and bloody hell, do you know, I spent hours and hours customising that. I know one colour's orange, but I've got no idea what the other one. I think it might be black, but I might have the wrong colour. Orange and grey, orange and black, can't remember. You know, and I spent hours and hours and hours doing it. I still can't remember what colour the purchasing thing was. Orange and green, maybe. Anyway, somebody mentioned on one of the comments of the special event thing about shame the classic. Let's stay here. Shame the classic orange and green one wasn't. As one of the liveries, so I looked that up, saw it, and I thought, oh, I like that, but that'd be too hard to customise that. I thought you'd never do that with 50 vinyls, so I did it, and then I had another go, and I think I had about 4 goes in the end, and the last one I was quite happy with it, but I've probably spent maybe 10 hours messing about with vinyls, taking them off and changing them and redoing it and all that sort of stuff. This is a nice car, this. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Dean Canachero. He is absolutely brilliant at vinyls. what people don't also realise is he plays this game an awful lot. He sent a message the other day, he just reached level 700. Now that is, so he's probably played, I reckon, for about the same time as me. Although he's a lot higher level than me, because I sort of got to level 200 odd and stopped and then started again and stuff. I probably would be roughly about the same level as him now, had I have not started again. But people know him for his customisations and that, but he's done a few races under his belt, the boy. Stay at this. Once I got on strike and put it in bonnet view, because I'm not sure how the graphics look on view on it. You wouldn't actually know that's got any vinyls on it, really, would you? I think it's easier to copy racing liveries. Certainly easier to copy it if it's been done already by someone else. But I don't think you do. I think he just turns up about the I don't think you get. I don't get any original ideas really anyway. Sometimes I'll start messing about with vinyl. Normally if I'm copying something else, and I'll do a bit and I think, oh, I like that bit, but and I'll go off from there and then just start chucking things on, and then some things just seem to sort of look right, and then you sort of put a bit more in it, and quite often it will get worse. Some of the best custom jobs I've seen actually look quite plain. When you see some people when they've got sort of, Speed Rush TV and Mass Dare stickers, and I mean, I don't actually like the sponsor logos much that they give you. It's only the fact that now I've got quite all my cars these days are fully upgraded, but I could never afford sponsors, so I always thought they was pretty tacky looking, and only really hackers ever had sponsors logos on their cars. Now I'm in the position I can do it as well. Obviously the first thing I did was go and put a load of them stickers over the car, even though I didn't like them. But I still don't like them now. I think they look pretty crap most of the time. That's definitely something they should do in the game, is enable you to put things like Castrol or Demon tweaks. You know, all the usual things really, Bembo brakes and that sort of stuff, that your car could look a lot more like a real race car. No problem. Nice to see you as always, Isaiah. I think I'm going to call an end to this anyway after this race. I've raced more than I've done for ages. On this stream. I was only going to come on for an hour. I'm sure it's more than an hour since I said that. So I don't need to get any higher on the race teams anyway, so I certainly don't need the racing dollar prize for it. I like any of the kettle. The kettle is looking at me through the window saying, put me on and make a cup of tea. And it's also getting quite late as well. It's up whilst 12 here at night, so going to be the last one. Keep going with your stuff, wise, alright? It's looking good so far. Obviously, all the best of luck to you for that. And whoever else is still here, or has been here, it's been good tonight, so it's been enjoyable. So I don't race that much these days outside of the special events anyway, so I'm probably not going to be on here that often. I tend to play the golf game more. more than this by a long way anyway these days. I like playing a WGT Golf, and I play that on mobile, but I was going to stick a couple of these cars in service that need it, and then I'm going to shoot. So G Hammer, thanks for popping in and leaving comments and stuff, really nice. And everyone else obviously who's there as well, Germinator, Aquasonic Gamer, the Three Stooges, you know you are, Drew, Jack, all of who's left comment stuff, thanks for your company, and I'll see you on another one pretty soon, eh? Good luck anyway till then, cheers.